What's up, YouTube world? Vince back again, and I'm here to retract. Ooh, standing on my press. I'm here to retract a mistake that I made. So, Fred Sodak, this is for you. You caught me. I made the mistake. We're gonna fix that for you today. I'm gonna show you exactly what you wanted to see. On the layout video that I did, I showed the radical paperwork on how it looks, and then what the adjustments were. So I'm going to redo that video right now, but I'm going to use my actual PAP. He wanted to see where my layout actually landed. So before I get started with that, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. And yeah, so give me a second. Let me get set up and then we'll get going on that. All right, guys. So here we go. So this is the sheet that I showed originally. All right. So the top one there, maximum flip, 70 by 3.5 by 20. There's your intermediate numbers. And this is, again, this is off the new zigzag solid, but the numbers, the layouts stay the same. I'm not really worried about this. I'm talking about this right here. It's what we're working on. All right. So Mo Pinnell came up with these by his wonderful mind. And he also suggested, see that right there? This chart uses a 5-inch horizontal axis coordinate. Adjust the drilling angle for other horizontal coordinates. Now, most people don't know those numbers. I do. That number is 10 degrees for every 3/4 of an inch difference. So, hopefully you can see this and I don't dwarf it up. All right. So, Mo Pinnell set this up. And again, like I've said before, make sure you line up the correct side of your, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, of your prosec. It is not down the middle. This little hole and this line right here line up. So this is your angle. So here we go. I'm going to do it at 70 so you can see it. Right? And it's 70 by 3.5 by 20. So I'm going to try to make it to where everybody can see. Hopefully you can see that. 3.5. And again, same thing. Line up on the correct side. There's your center point. There's the dot that tells you you should be looking over here, but most people don't. They don't realize it. 20. The coordinates that Mo Pinnell found, and he did this using Throwbot and by watching the pros, their nominal PAP was 3/8 up. So on your PAP, up is down, down is up. Okay? And it was 5 over. Most pros do not have more than maybe 7 degrees, 10 degrees of axis tilt. And we're going to use a nominal span of just 4 inches. Nothing crazy. All right. So that puts the mass bias, and I'm going to just go straight across for a thing. All right, this one's going to be kind of a quick video. So there you can see. Move some stuff out of your way. So there you can see it. Hopefully there you go. So as you can see, mass bias ends up inside the thumb. I use a Jopo thumb, so of course 1.5 hole, it's a big hole, right? That's the strongest you're going to get a ball. If you get this inside the thumb, that's the strongest you're going to get. Not going to get any stronger. Now, mind you, this is what's going to be considered kind of a skid flip layout. But here's the problem. It's maximum flip. If you don't throw that type of ball, that layout is not going to work. Now, I'm going to choose a white pencil, and I'm going to show you my changes to this. Mo Pinnell gave me a number of 60 by 3.5 by 20, but I found that to be a little bit too much for me. I had to be too exact on my speed. So I instead found a different one. So I went 50 and I changed my PAP length to 4.5, so it gave me a little bit more control. So I went 50 by 4.5. Hopefully you can see that, 4.5. And then I did 25. So my total sum between my two angles is 75. Mo would like to be right around 90. But based on mine, and my pap is 1.25 inches up. Can you see that? Hopefully there's not too much glare. I'm trying to make it as best I can for you. 1.25 inches, and then I am 4 over. So what it did for me is it put the mass bias right here just outside of my thumb. And for me, and my teammates know, this layout works pretty well for me. There's thumb, and we're going to do fingers, straight across, ridge line just because, finger and finger. All right, so that's what we're looking at. This was drill sheet numbers right here was, I think I can get in a little closer. There we go, that might help. All right, so this yellow line, that is the 70. You can see the angle way over here, 70 by 3.5 by 20. Put that mass bias in the thumb. That's what it did. Put it in the thumb. But I turned around and made my adjustment, and I went 50 by 4.5 by 25, and that's just outside of my thumb right in this area. It works really well for me. Now, let's say you want to do the actual change of 60, because it's 10 degrees for every 3/4 inch. So I'm actually 1 inch over from that number. So we're going to do a 60 as well. Oh, wrong spot. My bad. 60 is right here. And I'm going to do what I hate to see pro shops do over and over and over and over and over. I hate this. I really do. If you learn how to roll your pencil, you won't have that problem. 3.5 by 20. I'm doing this so you could see the lines even thicker, but to me this makes a very bad line. 3/8 down, because 3/8 up is what we're looking at. And then I'm going to go 4 over. And there she is. It is still in the thumb. 4, 4. Right? I know I'm doing it kind of fast, but I'm just trying to get you through this. So I'm trying to hook Fred up. He asked me, and I just haven't gotten to it. I apologize, Fred. But thank you for the information that you wanted to see. And this is it, buddy. So here you go. So Mo's original, my original, or where he wanted me to be, 60 by 3.5 by 20. It still put it in the thumb, Fred. It still did. But because of how I saw the shape of this ball, I didn't like it because, again, I had to be too perfect with speed. I'm not a professional where those guys can be within 0.2 of their speed and nail it every single time. You've seen the pro shows, you've seen them on TV, and Randy's sitting there going, look at the speed, it's even right across the board. Yep, because they can do that. You, me, and the rest of the people in this world that bowl, league bowlers, we are not that good. So that's what we're looking at. All right. Fred, as you wanted to know, there you go. That is 60 by 3.5 by 20. Still put it in there, but look how it changed, how this was. It's not so wide. It's not so leaned over. All right. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support. All comments and questions are answered, as Fred can attest, and anybody else that has sent me messages. I do answer everybody. I try to get to them as fast as I can. And Fred, thank you for your Fred Sodak. I believe that's what it was. Fred Sodak. Thank you for the question, and I apologize for taking as long as I did to get there. But yeah, that's what you're looking at. Alrighty. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one. If you have any questions on layouts, something like that, I'll do it for you. I will do one real quick here. This is called a short pin layout. Now, people wonder, what does a short pin do? Okay, short pin actually will make the pattern last longer. Short pin layout is 90 by 2 1/4 by 45. And this layout helps the pattern versus how urethane can chew up a pattern. This keeps the pattern lasting longer. My pap, 1 1/4 up, 4 over. I have a gentleman that I do every ball like this for, and man, he just he just loves it. All right, 4, thumb, just to give you a quick look. Fingers, hopefully you all can see this. I apologize if you can't. I'm being very crude about it. There you have it. This is 90 by 4 1/4, or 90 by 2 1/4 by 45. What it does is it lays the weight block down, puts the mass bias on the left side. People are going, hey, your ball's just left-handed. No, it's a short pin layout. So it means it's just going to lay there, and then come up. It's not going to be something that's going to go sideways. Two-handers, different story. You can make balls go sideways no matter what. But there you have it. That is a 90 by 2 1/4 by 45. If you don't have a short pin in your arsenal, you really should think about having one. They're great when the pattern starts to break down and you're struggling, you can't get the ball there. This will get the ball there. All right. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.